Shout out to Q. Shout out to my guys. We just worry about seeing for recognizing formations and understanding splits. And the only way you try to beat us is try to get through your quick game. A lot of people understand, like, you can get some quick hitters on quick game with us, but when you recognize formations that we've been getting hit with all year, tendencies, it's towards the end of the year, so I guess we got to step up and start making plays on things that we see.
You know, obviously it was they were moving on that first drive.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was big that you kind of came in up in that moment. What kind of effect do you think it had on settling down the defense?
A lot. Just give them too much. When you know you're a good defense and you give them too much, it's not necessarily on them; it's on us. We got to just play better. Stop allowing those little cheap yards, and understand that we're going to be a dominant team. You can't give up little things, and not even let them get that far.
You were brought here partly to bring in more turnovers, 6 interceptions. That's your high for your career high. Also, the defense, what it's done. What do you feel like today is said about what this team has been this whole season?
We've been number one in punch outs, takeaways so far within the past 5 week span. So we got to continue to do the detailed things and understanding that this game is not easy. And the more you go away from your fundamentals and technique and try to shy away and do everything on skill, it's not going to go well. So I think for us to get the ball back and coach preaching every day is something that we take hard in, because we don't get the ball, we kind of pissed off.
Was there any additional motive?
Huh?
You're going to get hit sometime?
I apologize, my boy. I just saw the ball, heard the crowd. That's on me.
Was there any additional motivation after what happened last week for you?
No. You get the cards, you get the hand you deal, you know. I think it was a learning lesson. I got to grow the hell up, because this team obviously needs me when I'm here. I ain't saying, like, in a way as, oh, I'm a superstar. No, like, my presence, just being out there with the guys and having fun. I think just being out there with them, it hurt me not being out there and seeing them losing when we could have clinched the week before, but I had to look myself in the mirror and understand this is a team game, not a me game, you know. Well, I didn't realize that, but it's just certain aspects at certain points in the game, you got to understand it's a team game.
Is that why you took it upon yourself to be the one to step in for Jalen, break the team down?
No, I just did that because I like to win, and if nobody else is going to do it, I'm doing it because I like to win. And I don't. If it motivated you, motivated. If it didn't, it didn't. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to win and help my teammate understand I'm here to. We lead by action. The more people lead by words, I don't think people are going to follow you. So the more action you take, the more action they take.
How did it feel to have this performance today after what happened last week?
It's going to come sooner or later.
And with this win, CJ, clinching a home playoff game here in Philadelphia, what are you going to tell Cooper and Q about the playoffs here in Philly?
It's just another game. Truthfully, get your mind right. A roller coaster of emotion, and you got to be able to be in the moment, be where your feet are, be able to breathe, and understand that the air get a little thicker, fans get a little drunker, calls get a little harder, and plays get made. So it's on you to go out there and have fun in the playoffs.
Did a really good job today. I think what they did on the field kind of speaks for themselves, you know. And I'm glad they came in, stepped in. They demanded the huddle, so I was excited for them.
How long after you threw the ball in the crowd did you realize what you did?
When Nick told me on the sideline, and I felt so bad because I threw it so far. So I'm glad we got it back for him.
It looked like a pretty big team effort to get that ball back. Were you following it?
Yeah. That's a good thing. We got great fans here. You know, they brought the ball back. So I gave him a jersey in exchange. So.
What did you say to Tanner when you gave him the ball?
I just told him I apologize and congratulations. It's well deserved.
So much were you excited to see him get a chance to finally play in this game and play well?
He stepped in. We didn't think he was going to play, you know. We know Keenan was a little banged up, but Keenan was a warrior. He was fighting all day, you know. But he stepped in and he did what he was supposed to do.
Do you appreciate that from Kenny, playing through that injury today?
Yeah, I mean, everybody banged up. I mean, that's what it is. And it's this time of the year. We're trying to, you know, come out here and play well, you know, because nobody cares at this point.
What's it say about the offense that you can have a third string quarterback in there? I think Fred Johnson was in there for a snap, and you guys can still operate at a high level.
It's just next man up mentality. We've got to prepare each and every week like they're starters. They do a really good job behind the scenes. So for them to come out and play really well, it doesn't really surprise us.
How important was it to get this now and not wait another week to worry about it, just to get it out?
Sorry. I mean, it was just important to get the win, regardless of this week or we tried to get it last week, you know. And, you know, it's tough to win this league, and we just tried to, you know, win today.
How does it feel to win the division?
Oh, it feels good. Feels good. Kind of normal at this point. We expect more, you know, just low-hanging fruit.
What's it like to see Saquon hit that number?
Excited for him. Excited for him. He was trying so hard, guys. He was trying so hard. You know, I told him to get it done, but be safe. And I'm happy for him.
Do you want to see him go? Do you want to see him go for the all-time rushing record next week?
Of course. Why not? You know, I want to be a part of that. You know. So looking back on the years, I'll say, hey, that's my teammate. You know, and he did it.
It's viewed as a Saquon thing, but you just said, like, what do you think it would mean for the team if you were to set that record?
It means it'll mean a lot. You know, history purposes. You know, like I said, I like to say when I'm talking to my kids, I was a part of Saquon when he did that. You know, part of the team when he did that. So. Who knows what happens next week? So we'll see.
You've been on a division run before, playoff run before. What experience do you think you're leaning on right now going into this last week?
Just earning the right to play each and every week. What happened before all of this doesn't matter. You know, you have to earn it right each and every day, each and every week, and focus in as much as possible. It's going to come down to details. These playoff games are ramped up. They're not the regular season game. So it's going to come down to making plays.
Which catches best tonight? Which catches best? Because you had a few that were not actual catches, but
yeah. I have to say the one that counted. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it didn't count though. It don't matter.
You were pretty adamant about how Kenny played last week, and you know, did you feel like he proved something today?
Yeah, you know, I think that's up for like everybody else to decide. But we know Kenny's a baller. He came in and did what he's supposed to do. You know, it was a big game for him. I was happy for him. I wish that touchdown would have counted because that was a dot, guys. You know, but he did exactly what he needed to do. So he gave us a chance last week to win. You know, so.
If next week doesn't have any say in terms of your playoff seeding, would you still like to go out there and play to try to get Saquon that record?
Sure, for sure. You know, if that's the case, of course. You know, I want to see him do it. I definitely love to be a part of it.
Good, Jeff. We're up.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are here with Cooper DeJean in the post-game locker room, rocking the shirt and the hat. A solid one here over the Cowboys. One, how does it feel to win the division, but to do it over the Cowboys, which I know you've heard so much about?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, especially over a division rival like the Cowboys. You know, this rivalry runs deep. You know, I've learned that quickly. So to be able to go out in there and do it and do it in a dominant fashion, you know, it was great.
And to have a bounce-back performance, especially for this defense, after I know you guys didn't have the fourth quarter that you wanted to have against the Commanders, to come out like this defensively, what did that mean to this unit?
Yeah, we knew we had to clean things up and come back out here and, you know, and play the way that we know how. You know, we didn't like the way we finished the game last week. You know, so we got back after it in practice and, you know, came out here and tried to dominate.
And with this one, clinching a home playoff game here in Philadelphia, I know you've seen home games here in the regular season. What have you heard about the playoffs in Philly?
I mean, I'm sure it's even more crazy than regular home games are. I'm excited for it. Excited for a home playoff game in the Link. I'm sure it'll be rocking.
Cooper, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
We said, well, where are we? And they said 40 yards, so he got them. So, man, it's a testament to him. You know, coming to another team, first year, a lot of expectations. But just a truly super talented football player, great teammate, and you know, I was happy for him. And I was reminding the guys, you know, I had you know, the leading rusher my rookie year with LaShawn, and I thought it was going to come often. I expected that, and here I am, you know, my 12th year, so it's special.
What does it mean to you to just be a part of that?
You know, it's awesome. It's something, you know, you don't really aim for, or, you know, really in the beginning of the season. It's really, you see where the momentum takes you, and you know, our identity and what we are. And we're multifaceted. We have a lot of guys that can make plays all over the field. So he's one of them. But credit to the O-line, man. We put a lot of work in. Coach Stoutland, TJ, we put a lot of time in there. I wish there was a microphone so y'all could hear some stuff. It's very entertaining. It's comedic at times. It's funny, but we take it serious and we practice hard. So.
What kind of opened up for you guys in the third quarter? Because up until the last minute of the first half, it was at 25 yards.
Yeah, I think we had some time. Obviously, at halftime, we made some adjustments, and tried some new things, and picked up some momentum. But first half was obviously difficult. We didn't have much success. But I was really proud of how Kenny responded, how Tanner responded. Speaking of practice, man, they do a great job conducting the scout team whenever their numbers called to come in with the guys. Very, very, very good showing today, so I was proud of them.
Saquon is within striking distance of Eric Dickerson's record. If next week doesn't have any meaning in terms of your season for playoffs, would you all like to play, and would you want Saquon to play to try to get that record?
I mean, Eric Dickerson's record was 16 games, so if it was 17 games, it's not going to make sense anyway. So, Eric Dickerson is who he is. Saquon is who he is, and we just want to get to 2,000, and we were fine with that. And so, yeah, better be safe than sorry.
What does it say about the next man up approach that you guys have kind of had this year to see Kenny and Tanner come in and play the way that they did?
Yeah, I mean, we have a good rotation of guys. We have guys coming in O-line. Fred's came in and played really well when we needed him most. Kenny coming in, we had played really tough last week. He's a competitor. He got hit pretty hard a few times out there, and he's got a lot of grit to him, and he's a fighter. And so, I was impressed with how he conducted himself today. Tanner is the exact same way, and so we got two really good quarterbacks today.
You have bigger goals than this, but with how long you have been playing, does a division title ever get old? Do you ever take it for granted?
I know it's always every year's competitive. I mean, every year. Other than this year for Dallas has been pretty exceptional. Really tough scene. Really good defense, and Washington is who they are this year. But we've had our battles, so it's something that's earned, and I'm proud of the team. I'm proud for the team, and yeah, it's not easy.
But it's not like the vets in here are wearing the t-shirts and hats. You guys have celebrated more than this. Is there something to that?
Yeah, we take our jobs very seriously, but we also like to enjoy ourselves sometimes. So we laugh a lot, and that's kind of what this business is. On the football field, y'all come and watch practice, you'll see some entertaining stuff. So y'all just see a little bit of it. But yeah, we like to keep it light at times, have fun, show our personality, and then dial in when we need to.
Did you tell how much Kenny was feeling with the ribs throughout the week, and was that kind of in the back of your mind as you were trying to protect him today?
Yeah, I thought he had a little bit of pain Wednesday or Thursday, and then Tanner did most of the reps Friday, and then he was back in. So I thought it was a good job by our training staff and how they approached that. Yeah, man, he's tough. He's playing with us tough.
How much do you guys appreciate that he's able to fight through that?
Yeah, man. That's what football's all about. There's lots of guys playing that have had different types of surgeries or something, scopes, and it's when you're getting ready for a football season, you better know what you're at for. So
winning big games with a backup quarterback for you guys. How does this situation compare to other ones that you've been here for?
They're all different, but I think with all of them, the common theme is that we're all pretty tight off the field. We spend a lot of time with each other off the field, and so I think we have a lot more maybe on the line than maybe others. When you have relationships with people, but yeah, we have a great nucleus of older guys. I'm one of them, BG, and a lot of really young, talented players that are playing out their mind.
Did you kind of feel that you guys needed to make some sort of statement, after the way, the Washington game ended, the fact you're with, Kenny and then Tanner? And...
This week, we just, our main thing, we had some calls, some issues with the noise. So I think, we'd like to have some of those plays back in Washington, but you can't. So we're really harped on this week in practice, just communicating and being on the same page and not making it harder on ourselves.
Saquon said that at some point in that last drive, you were, was it in the huddle saying, let's go get the record for this?
Yes.
When was that? Do you remember?
I was trying to find what he had. I think he had 115. What he had, 1838, so plus that. So he needed so yards to beat it. And so we were like, yeah, at least one in the third quarter. So timing was good, and yeah, we were selfish with it.
What was it like?
Rusher ever in the realm of a possibility?
No, not really. I got to tell you, Jordan will tell you when you interview him, his main thought is probably Micah Parsons for the game, because just try to go contain that guy. He's one of those ones. So, but other than that, yeah, once we started noticing where his numbers were, knew he was in the possibility. So it was fun, and hats off there, Dickerson, for what he accomplished, and that's why it stood the test of time.
What was it like when you guys called the timeout?
Let's get it.
What's it mean for you just seeing Saquon get 2,000 yards?
Oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like I got to witness that on the sideline. I never witnessed nobody get 2,000 yards before, and I witnessed it. And man, thank you, Giants. Thank you. We really appreciate y'all.
Do you want him to go for Dickerson's record next week, even if the game doesn't mean anything for season?
I would love him to have the record, but of course we need him way bigger than the record. But I would love him to have that record. Definitely after what Dickerson said too, that was not cool. So yeah.
Against the Giants of all teams?
I'm talking about that's a big that's a big if you do that on the Giants. That'd be amazing. That's why I would. But understand how this goes. But yeah, man, that was crazy. He could have did it. He really could have did it in the fourth quarter if he would have stayed in. But that'd be another time.
CJ finished with 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
What makes him such an effective ball hawk?
Oh, great, man. He's just real great at attacking the ball, man. As you see, he's real good at the post. He get in and out the breaks. He see the ball. Like one thing I know, if the ball is in the post, man, we trust and believe that CD would be the guy that go out there and grab it.
What do you think of Kenny Pickett and Tanner McKee's performance today?
Oh man, amazing! Like I said, it's always the next man up mentality. These guys are really prepared for any time. Like people always forget that Kenny was a starting quarterback in this league and won a lot of games over there in Pittsburgh before. So we expect him to do great things, and he did that tonight, and let y'all know that he's still here. And yeah, man, some great throws by Kenny, man, big time. And then he had broken ribs a little bit. It's even better, you know what I'm saying? To see him out there just competing like that. Last person I seen do stuff like that was like Stafford. Stafford played real bad injuries and was still making hell of a plays. And to see him come out there and do that, man, shows how tough he is and how much he cares about his team to put us in a great position to win. So we appreciate him.
So his ribs were broken throughout the week then?
That's what they said. That's what they said. Yeah. That's what they said to us. They said I thought I read the same thing y'all read. I said, I don't know how he doing it, but he doing it like that. Kudos to him, because that's tough. Because we getting hit with broken ribs. Crazy.
So it was broken before today, or today it was broken?
I don't know if it was broken today or the last week. All I know is I read the reports. They said, I read the reports. They said that might be broken.
Breaking news right now.
Huh?
Breaking news right now.
I ain't breaking. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, all I know is like rib injury. Like that boy said, like, man, they heard it broke. I said, it was broke. I didn't know that. But yeah, that would look like. Go ahead.
Generally, turnovers have been coming in bunches, especially last week. 5 this week, or last week, 4 this week. What's been the key to that?
Practicing. We do it every week. Practice drills. What's crazy is that we kind of like turned up the intensity after the bye week, and you can see like we done probably forced the most forced fumbles in the league, for since them times. So, one thing we need to do is work on all this catching the rock. We ain't got enough picks though. I ain't got none. Me or Q. Our hands are, well, my hands ain't terrible. Q hands are terrible. I got better hands than Q.
Q looked like he was trying to steal that one from CJ.
As he should. I told him what you should do. You better attack the ball because one thing about CD, he's going to attack the ball. So I say, hey, bro, look, I done played with CD. That ball up in the air, he don't see nothing but the ball. So you will get knocked out the way. And he learned early during the year. I guess I won that one, what is Carolina or something? And he jumped. So I tried to tell him, you better go there and get it. You better not play around.
Did you say anything to AJ about when he threw Tanner's first touchdown pass into the stands?
No, I ain't say nothing to him. I was on the field. By the time I realized what was going on, we was already going.
What did CJ see in the early on? They were getting some yards. And then CJ with the pick six. What did that do for the defense?
Great, man. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. To come in, commit turnovers, and great job, man. Made a big time play. They killed driver. The offense thought they was getting going. And boom, took the spirit out of them. Pick six. They came back out there, got another good drive. Then as we locked in more, game got crazier.
With this win clinching a home playoff game here in Philadelphia, what are you going to tell Cooper and Q about playoffs here in Philly?
Oh, it's going to be electrifying. Be crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At this time, well, we still got one more regular season game left, but now it's win or go home, and you go see how intense it is. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, though, because, like I said, man, that 2022 year was fun. Having definitely all the home games here. So, so we just see how it turn out this weekend, though. Somebody might lose, and then, might be lucky.
You've been Saquon all year, the crowd chanting MVP. Do you feel he deserves that?
Yeah, man. I honestly believe it's either him. I like Joe Burrow, man. Even though their record is not good, but man, Joe is putting on some crazy numbers, man. I know, but he is the most valuable player, and I think Saquon is up there too. I think all them guys that's in that race, they very much deserving of it. But my front two runners, are for sure, Saquon and Joe Burrow.
Just running through it in my bedroom last night. So it's just nice to, once you finally get in the field, all you're doing is playing football.
And then once AJ went to get that ball for you, what did it mean for you to see that, and what was going on for that whole process?
I appreciate that, that he went and did that. When I threw the ball, we have some huge linemen, so I was just hugging all of those guys. I had no idea where the ball went, and then I came to the sideline. Someone's like, AJ just hucked the ball. He's going to go get it. And so I appreciate whoever gave the ball back, and obviously AJ for going and snagging it for us.
Did you see the ball get thrown into the crowd?
I didn't actually. Like I said, we got some big old linemen, so I couldn't see over those guys.
What did AJ say to you?
He's like, I'm sorry, bro. I got the ball back. So yeah, it was good. He made a great play, and obviously a great catch.
You probably grew up dreaming about moments like this. Now that it's in the rear view, how did it compare? This kind of your first case of real action like this.
Yeah, it's surreal. Like you said, you grow up dreaming of playing, college football, and then someday in the NFL. And so to actually be able to play in the NFL, play with these guys, throw a touchdown pass, win a game, it is surreal. It's really awesome.
Were you thrown in?
Sorry?
Were there nerves when you kind of got sprung out there, or you so in the moment that you don't even have
I think pregame there's definitely nerves, but like I was saying before, once you get out there and you're running the offense, I mean, you're out there playing football, everything runs smooth.
With Jalen going down early in the week, and as it got closer, you wouldn't be ready. How much more did coach kind of talk to you about your possibility?
Yeah, I feel like in general, I try to prepare like I'm going to be the starter. So as far as preparation, things didn't change that much because I feel like I prepare that way every week. But last night I was going through the call sheet a few times and just running things in, what every single possible scenario that we could get, just so I can go out and not think and just play with second nature.
You throw a 2-pound touchdown. What did you see through that play?
Yeah, just saw he had one-on-one. Know he's an unbelievable player. And he made a great catch.
What was it like being on the field with Saquon?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, before the series, we went out there and we all knew, hey, he needs, I think it was 40 or something yards at the time. So we're like, all right, let's go get it for him. And so then once he got it and we called timeout and everybody was huddled up and giving him a hug, I just realized, that was the play that he actually cracked it. So it's great. Excited for him. Unbelievable player. And he definitely deserves it.
How much did Devonta Smith help you today?
Yeah, Smitty's a great player, great teammate. I've gotten a lot of throws with him just throughout the week with practice, trying to get him ready, but obviously trying to get me ready as well. And so, very appreciative of him, and those guys just get me ready.
Did you have the extra reps with Brown and Smitty like Kenny did?
Yeah, I did, which was great. And I feel like you just kind of get that comfort. And there aren't so many things that you're thinking about with like, a snap under center or something like that. And so obviously different things that I'll change over this week. So a couple checks that I missed, but we'll grow, learn, and get better next week.
A lot of guys got the ball. What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. That we have a little stand in our little living room space, so I might throw it up there for now.
How aware are you of how close Saquon is to 2,000 in the game?
Yeah, very aware, especially when we had that timeout to celebrate the 2K. I thought that was pretty cool of Coach.
Before that,
didn't have any idea. I think Landon was saying, like, we have 48 more yards. He's like, so what? He's like, the 2K, big dummy. And then, I was like, all right, cool. I was trying to get the big one. I didn't care how many yards. I just wanted him to keep getting yards. So
now that you got the 2K, though, does that mean something to you to be a part of that?
It's pretty special. I mean, what years here, I haven't really had a running back rush for that much, so that's pretty special. 2K yards, pretty awesome.
He has routinely, credited you guys for a lot of his success this year. What's it been like for you being with him all year?
Man, it's special. I mean, to have a running back like that to complement our blocking is amazing. I mean, I'd say we do a good job most of the time, but that time that we don't do it, say he's making a big play. Sometimes we just need to make the hole. We don't do it running. Just give him the hole, and then he does the rest.
It seems like he has a special relationship with the offensive line. Is that fair to say? And what's that relationship like?
I think our relationship is, I think this is the closest the unit has ever been. I think I've said this before earlier. I think it's just from all of us being closer to age. So I think for all of us, we kind of understand being on the same page most of the time, just because we're hanging out off the field a lot more. And then, we're in that room with Stout. And I wish we could offer an experience to be in that O-line room with Stout. You guys would understand. You say that until you get in there, you're going to feel like you're part of the O-line, and anxiety's going to hit you.
Hey, Jordan, if you look at it next week, do you guys want to play to give him a chance to bring it?
Absolutely.
As a captain, is that something you'll
push for? Yeah.
Even if the game has no meaning to what you're seeding, you want to play, you want Saquon to play to get that record.
How come? Why not? It's an opportunity to make history. So we try to do it today, just off the off chance of just knowing your coach. And I think we never really spoke about the Giants next week, but we just kind of had a feeling if we don't go for it today, we might sit out. We don't know. Coach hasn't really said anything yet, but we'll see.
Lane said better be.
Yeah, we were all saying it. It was just like, if it wasn't I mean, that's how dumb I was in the huddle. Landon was like, we have 48 more yards. And I was like for the real thing? He's like, no, you big dummy, 2K. And I was like, why don't we just go for it now? That was kind of the mindset the whole time. So until Coach sat him out, so that was kind of whack.
Lane said.
Play the first week of the playoffs, think like pressure
Absolutely, but I think our coaching staff have done a great job of taking care of us this whole year. So even if we do play next week, I think they do a good job leading up to this week, especially because we don't know if we're playing Saturday yet, right? Is that the? So we'll see.
What did you see from Kenny throughout the week of practice that gave you confidence that he could have this kind of performance today?
He exuded confidence, within whatever, just his play calling in the huddle, being very clear, precise on what he wanted. Even after the play was done, coming back to the huddle, talking with us and what he was seeing, especially in pass protection or any run checks. So I think Kenny did a bang-up job today, and so did Tanner. What about the Mormon missile? What about the Mormon missile? The secret's out now.
I see you wearing the shirt.
It's hot. I don't have a t-shirt.
I've heard some guys say the goal's much bigger than the NFC East. What perspective do you have on what you guys accomplished?
That's the goal. I mean, we're going to celebrate the small victory, but in hindsight, we got bigger goals that we want to accomplish. And whoever said that, we're all on the same page.
When Tanner was taking the bulk of the reps on Friday, was that like understood that it was still going to be Pickett, or was there uncertainty?
No uncertainty. We knew. Yep. We knew. So there was no uncertainty. I think it was good that we got reps with Tanner in, playing up that situation, just knowing Kenny's injury, and so I think it was awesome that it played out like that. And what about the moment in this one, man?
Obviously, you didn't want to see Kenny get hurt, but were you excited for Tanner to get a chance to show what he could do?
Very excited. Got it that Kenny got hurt. It was kind of like a catch-22, like seeing your QB get hit like that, and they're warning us the whole time because of what the defense and their offense were doing, so that we were getting the short end of the stick, like, hey, no, none of this, none of that, none of this, you're out. So when you see that, you just kind of like, all of us wanted to deck. I don't know if you guys know what deck means, but all of us wanted to do something, but we got every single ref saying, don't do it, like, you're going to be out, so it's just like, that sucks. But bang up job by the both of them. So, yeah, any more questions?
The secret's out, you said, what have you guys been seeing?
This is what we see at practice when he's the reason why our defense is plays the way they're playing right now. Mormon missile. I don't think everybody calls him that. I think we just call him that on the O line, and we like to keep nicknames. His family don't call him that.
If I can follow up on the accomplishment of the team, there's some guys like Saquon, Ty Beckett, who've never experienced a division championship. There's other guys who played in the Super Bowl. What's kind of the mix in the locker room like after the game when you win and NFC East?
You have to let them go through those emotions. You just have to be present with them. Kai was really emotional. Obviously, you guys know Kai's story, so for us, that was pretty special for us to be able to share that moment with him. But you just have to let him feel it out. You just let him cry, let him be happy, whatever it is. You just got to be there for him. And then you have to remind him, hey, let's enjoy this moment, but we got more to go for in the next week. So it's pretty great feeling in this locker room. You always say, that guy, man, special.
Well, to win a division title, one, but to do it against the Cowboys, how good does that feel in this locker room post-game?
It's amazing. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put towards the season. And, to do it against a division rival and win the division is pretty cool. So, it's good. It's good. And, but it's not enough. We know we want more, and that's what we got to look for. But for right now, we're going to enjoy this, carry it on next week.
You hear a lot of guys, especially this week, talk about it's just a hat and a T-shirt, and you can tell the goal is much bigger for this team. But to clinch a home playoff game here in Philadelphia, the momentum that brings and the advantage that brings to this team.
I mean, shoot, man, city of brotherly love. And when you go out there in Philly, man, it's a hard place to win at. And as an opposing team, of course. But, we go out there, you want to have our crowd to our backs, and they all full throttle ahead with us. And have the opportunity to play it. Anytime we ain't got to get on a plane and go play a playoff game, it's amazing. It's an advantage. And when we get that and we go here, we comfortable where we at, and we know this is our turf, we got to defend it. I mean, we're going to do everything we can to defend this turf.
And I saw the defense going around you. I believe it was Quinyon Mitchell's celebration. Can you take me through how you mimicked that a little bit?
Let me tell you something. Quinyon was supposed to be right beside me doing the same thing. Yeah, but I only have my D-line mates, but, those are the realest guys in the room. So appreciate my guys being there beside me doing the celly. But, anytime we get a turnover, we want to celebrate it. We had 4 on the day. I mean, couldn't be happier than that. CD got, 2? Awesome job. And it's just like, when we go out there, we want to have fun, we want to celebrate, and that's what keeps this team going. That's the fuel that drives us, just having fun with our guys. Because at the end of the day, we're just playing football. And we just have to make sure that we keep playing and having fun with it. So, my guys, they left me hanging, but hopefully I get another one. We can do it again.
What does CJ's pick six mean for the unit at that time? It seemed like they were moving the ball on you guys a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, man. Anytime you get a turnover, it doesn't matter what team it is, it's definitely a drive stopper. And for him just to come up big in that moment, especially after the week that he had last week, we needed him bad. And just him to get his name clear and just to get one in his hands and run it back for a touchdown. I mean, come on, man, that's a DB's dream right there. And so for that guy to get that and, you know, just to understand that we always behind him, we always got him, he got our backs and we got his. Do it 10 times over any day of the week.
You're one of the kind of leaders on this team. Did you have a moment with him at all, like after what happened last week, and just to kind of, you know, keep his head up? And...
Yeah, you know, we never going at each other like, you know, rah. We all human. We all get emotional. We all have emotional times. And we just understand that, you know, it's a time and a place to do it. He understood that. He apologized to us after the game. It's water under the bridge. We're on to the next week, and he definitely made up for it this week, and could be more proud of him.